Hi everybody. Well, let's begin our discussion over the questions on statistics. The first question for 1 mark asks us to write 3 methods to evaluate mean for grouped data. Now this is very easy. The first is the direct method. Obviously, if grouped data is given to you, that means you are given xi's and fi's. The direct method says mean is summation fi xi upon summation fi, I varying from 1 to n. So you can write that the data given to you is x1, x2, x3 up till xn with corresponding frequencies f1, f2, f3 up till fn. Then x bar, that is the mean, is given by summation fi upon summation fi xi upon summation fi, which can also be written as summation fi xi upon capital N, where capital N is sum of all frequencies. The next method is your shortcut or assumed mean method. Which says mean is equal to the assumed mean plus summation fi di, I varying from 1 to n, whole upon summation fi, I varying from 1 to n, where these di's are nothing but deviations of xi's from the assumed mean. Cool? And then there is this third method, which is your what? The step deviation method. The step deviation method involves the usage of h and says that mean is assumed mean plus h multiplied by summation fi ui, I varying from 1 to n, whole upon summation fi, I varying from 1 to n, where ui is actually di upon h and di is again deviations of xi's from the assumed mean. These things are clear to you, you just need to write these 3 points. Let's move on to the next question. It says that express the relationship between the 3 measures of central tendency. So the 3 measures of central tendency have what relationship? The relationship is nothing but mode is equal to 3 times median minus 2 times mean. That's the relationship between the 3 measures of central tendency, the mean, median and mode. Moving to the next, it says that this following table shows the ages of patient admitted in a hospital during a year. Find the mode for this given grouped frequency distribution. If I have to find the mode, what is the algorithm? The algorithm says that you have class intervals, you have the frequencies available with you. So these are class intervals, these are frequencies. These class intervals are continuous. Upper limit of one is lower of the other, upper of one is lower of the other, upper of one is lower of the other. So this is a continuous frequency distribution. These are all the frequencies. What you do, you search out for the highest frequency. The highest frequency is 23, right? Highest frequency out of all is 23 and the corresponding class is 35 to 45. So that class is declared as the modal class. It is 35 to 45, right? Then I know what my mode is. Mode is L plus f minus f1 upon 2f minus f1 minus f2 into h, where L is the lower limit of the modal class, which is 35, f is the frequency of the modal class, which is 23, f1 is the frequency of the class preceding the modal class. Preceding the modal class is 25 to 35, its frequency is 21. f2 is frequency of the class succeeding the modal class. Succeeding the modal class is the class 45 to 55, its frequency is 14. And you have h as the class size of the modal class, which is 35 to 45, you have 10 as the class size. In 35 to 45, 45 is excluded. So 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44. That is it. These are 10 values. So class size is 10. And just plug it in here, you get the mode. It is 35 plus 23 minus 21 upon 2 into 23, which is 46, minus F1 minus F2 minus 21 minus 14 into H. So what do you get? 2F minus F1 minus F2 is what you have written. So 2 into 23 gives you 46 minus 21 minus 14, and here it is F minus F1. So this gives you 35 plus 23 minus 21 is 2. Now 46 minus 21, 6 minus 1 is 5, so you get 25. 25 minus 14 gives you, what is it? 25 minus 14 gives you 11 into 10. This gives you 35 plus 20 upon 11. This is 35 plus, what is it? 1.8. 11 into 1 is 11. You're left with 9. Put a point, add a 0, 90. That becomes 11 into 8 is 88. So this comes out to be 36.8. So the mode is 36.8. Next question says that write an application of Ogilvs and describe its algorithm. There is this very beautiful application of Ogilvs. What is it? That we can find the median of a frequency distribution with the help of Ogilvs. Ogilvs help to find the median of frequency distributions in two ways. In two ways. So you have a frequency distribution. First is the algorithm 1. Okay. What does it say? Let me just portray that to you through a rough diagram. Suppose this is some Ogive, okay, either less than Ogive or more than Ogive. So say this is less than, for example, say this is less than Ogive. So algorithm 1 says, first of all, step 1, draw either less than or more than Ogive for the given frequency distribution, okay, either of the two you have to draw. Second is find capital N, which is sum of all frequencies. Find capital N, which is sum of all frequencies, and compute N by 2. This will be some value. So frequency distribution is given to you. You have so many frequencies, add all them up, get capital N, divide N by 2, get N by 2. Plot N by 2 on y-axis. So on the y-axis, suppose this point is N by 2. Mark that point. Okay. Next is draw a line parallel to x-axis passing through N by 2, cutting the Ogive at P. It says that once you have marked N by 2, draw a line parallel to x-axis, passing through N by 2, cutting the Ogive at P. After that, once P has been marked, draw PM perpendicular to x-axis and declare x coordinate of M as the median. Yes. So it says that once point P you have marked, drop a perpendicular onto the x-axis. This is x-axis, this is y-axis. So drop PM perpendicular to x-axis. Now this point M is going to be something comma 0. On the x-axis you have points like this only, something comma 0. This something is the x coordinate of point M, and this will be declared as the median. Is it understood? So you draw either the less than or the more than Ogive. Find out capital N, mark n by 2, draw a line parallel to x-axis cutting the ogive at say some point P. From that point P, you drop a perpendicular PM onto the x-axis and the x-coordinate of point M will be the median. This is one algorithm to get the median from ogives. There is another algorithm which asks us to draw both the ogives. So step number 1, draw both less than and more than ogives. Okay. Let P be their point of intersection. Let P be their point of intersection. So they both will be intersecting somewhere, that point is P. Drop PM perpendicular to x-axis. X coordinate of M is the median. What this is trying to say is, just a rough diagram, this is x-axis, y-axis. So say this is your less than ogive, this is your more than ogive, for example. So this is less than and this is more than ogive. They are meeting each other at a point, say this is point P. From this point P, you drop a perpendicular onto the x-axis, say this point is M, so PM is perpendicular to x-axis. Again, this point M is on the x-axis, so it will be something comma 0. This something is declared as the median, which is the x-coordinate of point M. These are the two ways of finding median with the help of ogives. One is by drawing only one ogive, either less than or more than, and following these steps. Another is drawing both the ogives simultaneously on one axis, finding out that point of intersection, dropping a perpendicular from that point of intersection on the x-axis, and declaring the x-coordinate of the foot of that perpendicular as the median. Next question says that this distribution below shows the number of wickets taken by bowlers in one-day cricket matches. Find the mean number of wickets by choosing a suitable method. What does the mean signify? Let's see. Here, if you try to see, there are class intervals given to you. Fine. So, of course, we will have to first of all get the xi's, which are nothing but the class marks of these class intervals, that is the mid values. Once I have my xi's and fi's are with me because they are large values, and even you can identify here the mid value will be 40, right? Here the mid value will be 40, here the mid value will be 80, which are big numbers. So I cannot go by the direct method. Moreover, we are going to begin with the assumed mean method, and if our di's, we are able to see that they are divisible by a common number h, then we will move on to the step deviation method. So let's first of all get xi's, because fi's we already have. So what is the class mark of this first class interval? It is 40, because 60 plus 20 is 80, 80 upon 2 is 40. Then 100 plus 60 is 160 upon 2 is 80. Next you have this as 250 upon 2 is 125. Then it is 250 plus 150 is what? 400. 400 upon 2 is 200. Then it is 250 plus 350. 200 plus 300 is 500, plus 100 is 600, upon 2 is 300. And here it is 400 plus 300 is 700, plus 100 is 800, upon 2 is 400. So these are your xi's. Corresponding fi's are 7, 5, 16, 12. 7, 5, 16, 12, 2 and 3. Clearly you can see the values are large, so I cannot go by summation fi xi upon summation fi. So what I will be doing? First of all, I will be searching for some assumed mean. I take 200 as my assumed mean. That value of xi, from which if I evaluate deviations of any xi, it comes out to be small numbers. So I evaluate di as xi minus a, that is xi minus 200. 40 minus 200, that is 200 minus 40, which gives you 160 with a minus sign. 80 minus 200 gives you minus 120. 200 minus 120, 5 gives you 75, but here it is 125 minus 200, so it is minus 75. Then you have 200 minus 200, which is 0. 300 minus 200 is 100 and 400 minus 200 is 200. Okay? Once you have got these DIs, you can clearly identify all the DIs will be divisible by 10 as well as 20, right? Only 75 is going to create a trouble, but it's fine. One number creating a trouble is not a problem. We can work with decimals also for one number, but rest everything you can see is divisible by 20 easily. So we declare H to be 20 and move towards step deviation. Now we calculate UI, which is DI upon H. So minus 160 upon 20 gives you minus 8. Minus 120 upon 20 gives you minus 6. Minus 75 divided by 20 gives you minus 3.75. 0 divided by 20 gives you 0. 100 divided by 20 gives you 5. And 200 divided by 20 gives you 10. Right? After that, in step deviation, you find out FIUI. What is FIUI? 7 into 8. 56 with a minus sign. 5 into minus 6. Minus 30. 16 into minus 3.75. This is minus 60. 12 into 0 is 0. 2 into 5 is 10. 3 into 10 is 30. If you add this up, you will be getting minus 106. You can clearly see 30 plus 10 is 40. 40 minus 30 is 10. 10 minus 60 is minus 50. Minus 50 minus 50 is minus 100. Minus 6 is minus 106. And this is going to come out. What? This is going to come out as 45. Is it clear? How? Let's see. You have 10 plus 10, 20. 26, 28, 30, 33, 38, 40 and 45. So you have 45 over here. Once you have all of this, you can very easily now get the mean as what? This is mean by step deviation method, which is A plus H multiplied by summation FIUI upon summation FI. So A is 200. H is 20, summation FIUI is 1 minus 106 and this is 45. Evaluate this number and this denotes what? This denotes the number of wickets which are taken by 45 bowlers in one-day cricket matches. So here, what does the mean signify? The number of wickets. The number of wickets which are taken by 45 bowlers in one-day cricket matches is what this mean value is going to signify. So you can find this value, that's your answer. Let's move on to the next question. It says that this following distribution shows the daily pocket allowance of children in a locality. Mean is already given to you. Find the missing frequency. Mean is already given to you, don't forget. And again, this is continuous frequency distribution. So I will want XIs now. So XIs are going to be what? Here XI will be 12, the middle value, mid value, here it will be 14, then 16, then 18, then 20, 22 and 24. And you have FIs, which is 7, 6, 9, 13, F, 5 and 4. Fine. Here again I cannot talk about summation FI XI upon summation FI, which is direct method of evaluation of mean. So I go by the assumed mean method. I just select 18 to be my assumed mean. You can see clearly that 18 is the mid value of all the XIs, and you can see when I am going to take the deviations of any XI from 18, it is going to come out to be small symmetric numbers. So DI is XI minus A. 12 minus 18 gives you minus 6, 14 minus 18 gives you minus 4, 16 minus 18 gives you minus 2, 18 minus 18 is 0, 20 minus 18 gives you 2, 22 minus 18 gives you 4 and 24 minus 18 gives you 6. Once you have DIs with you, of course you can go with UI as well, but already DIs are very small. So why to go for UIs, you know? Already DIs are very small. Let's not go to the step deviation method. Let's just directly get to FIDI. Let's stick to the assumed mean only. So Fi into Di, this is minus 42. this is minus 24, this is minus 18, this is 0, this is 2f, 5 into 4, this is 20, 6 into 4, this is 24. Let's add this up. 20 plus 20 is 40, 40 is from here, so 40 minus 20 is 20, 20 minus 4 gives you 16, 16 minus 40, so let's just take it like this. This is 20 plus 24, this is 44, and if I talk about minus 42 minus 24, this is going to give you minus 66. Minus 66 plus 44 gives you minus 22, minus 22 minus 18 gives you minus 40, so you have minus 40 plus 2f. Minus 40 plus 2f is what you have. That's what you have, minus 40 plus 2f or 2f minus 40. Let's see what is summation fi. What is this? One of the values is f, rest is what? Let's see. 9 plus 1 10, 10 plus 4 14 plus 4 18, 18 and 10 is 28 and 2 30 31, 31 and 6 is 37 and this is 44. Right? So you have 44 plus f as summation fi, 2f minus 40 as summation fi di. Now I know that by the assumed mean method, this is the formula, a plus summation fi di upon summation fi, right? So mean is already given to you as 18, assumed mean is 18, summation fi di is 2f minus 40 upon 44 plus f. Clearly 18, 18 cancels out, this comes here, it is 0, you get 2f is equals to 40 or f is 20. So your missing frequency is 20. Let's move to the next question. It says that find the value of p if the mean of the following distributions is 7.5. Okay. So xi's are given to you, fi's are given to you, small values are there. Let's just go by the direct method. Find the value of p if the mean is 7.5. So mean is summation fi xi. So before we move on to the evaluation of p, let's first write xi's, which is 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, and fi's are also there as 6, 8, 15 p, 8 and 4. So what is fi xi? What is fi xi? This is 18, this is 40, this is 105, then this is 9p, this is 88, this is 52. Okay? Let's talk about summation fi xi. You get what? 88 plus 52 gives you what? 140. 88 plus 52 gives you 140. 140 plus 100 is 240. So it is 245. This is 285. And 285 plus 18 is 303. So you get 303 plus 9p as summation fi xi. What about summation fi? This also we have to find for direct method. So you have 10, 10 plus 8, 18, 18 and 2, 20 and 3, 23, 23 and 6 is 29, 29 and 1, 30, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41 plus p. Let's just check. 8 and 6 is 14, 24, 29, 29 and 1, 30, 37, 39, 40, 41. So you have 41 plus p as sum of fi's. Now you know mean is summation fi xi upon summation fi. Mean is given to you already as 7.5. You have 303 plus 9p upon 41 plus p. So of course you can write this as 7.5 into 41 plus p equals 303 plus 9p. When you solve this, you get p equals 3 very easily, and that is the value of p evaluated when the mean is given to you. Okay? Let's move on to the next question. The median is given to us. Find the values of x and y if the total frequency is also given to us. Now please try to get this thing very, very clear. The moment we are talking about median, we are always going to require one more column apart from class intervals and frequency, which is cumulative frequency. So you have class intervals as 0 to 100, 100 to 200, 200 to 300, 300 to 400, 400 to 500, 500 to 600, 600 to 700, 700 to 800, 800 to 900, and last is 900 to 1000. Here it is 2, 5, x 12, these are your frequencies, 2, 5, x 12, 17, 20, y 9, 7, 4. Y974, and as I said, cumulative frequencies you need to now write. First would be just 2, then 2 plus 5, 7, then it is 7 plus x, then it is 19 plus x, because it is 7 plus x plus 12, which is 19 plus x, 19 plus x plus 17. This is 36. Why? Because 9 and 1 is 10, 10 and 6 is 16, so you get 36 plus x. 36 plus 20 is 56 plus x. This will be 56 plus x plus y. Then it is 9, 1, 10 and 5, 15. So you have 65 plus x plus y. 56 and 4 is 60. 60 plus 5 is 65. So 56 plus 9 is 65. 56 plus x plus y plus 9 is 65 plus x plus y plus 7. 72 plus x plus y, and this becomes 76 plus x plus y. You all know that if it is given to you that the sum of all frequencies is 100, then always it happens that this last value which you are obtaining is what? When you have added all the frequencies up. 2 plus 5 plus x plus 12 plus 17 plus 20 plus y plus 9 plus 7 plus 4 is what comes to be the value over here, which is 76 plus x plus y, but that is given to be 100. So you actually have 76 plus x plus y is 100, which means x plus y is 24. Right? Now it is already giving you the median. If the median is given to you as 525, the median belongs to the median class, right? What is that class interval which contains this median? This is that class interval. 525 belongs to this class interval. It is this class interval which is the median class, because median belongs in the median class. So median is given to you as 525. So median class is 500 to 600. So therefore your median, which is given by L plus n by 2 minus Cf whole upon f into h, where you know what these values are. L is the lower limit of the median class, 500. Capital N by 2, capital N is your 100. Capital N is nothing but sum of all frequencies, so it is 100. N by 2 is 100 upon 2, which is 50, minus cumulative frequency of the class preceding the median class, which is 36 plus x. So 50 minus 36 plus x is 50 minus 36 minus x whole upon frequency of the median class, which is 20, multiplied by h, which is class size, 600 minus 500, which is 100. This gives you what? This is 500. 50 minus 36 is 14, so this gives you 14 minus x, and this is into 5, and this is 525. Right? This is plus. 525 minus 500 is 25. 25 equals 72 minus 5x, because 5 into 4 is 20. 5 into 4 is 20 and 5 into 1 is 5 plus 2, 7. So you get 5x equals 70 minus 25, which gives you 45, which implies x is 9, and because x plus y is 24, y is 24 minus 9, so y is 15. You have got the value of x and y. X is 9, y is 15. Moving to the next question, it says that the lengths of 40 leaves of a plant are measured correct to nearest millimeters, okay? And the data obtained is this: find the median length. Now try to observe the data carefully. This formula that I had just written is only for computing the median of that frequency distribution which involves continuous classes. Here the class intervals are not continuous. The upper limit of one is not equal to lower of the other, upper of one is not equal to lower of the other. That means we need to make them continuous. How to make them continuous? We compute h, which is lower limit of a class interval minus upper limit of the preceding class interval. Pick up the lower limit of any class interval, it is 136 say, and the upper limit of just preceding class interval is 135. 136 minus 135 is 1, so your h is 1. Now what you do? You subtract h by 2 from the lower limit of all the class intervals and add h by 2 to the upper limits of all the class intervals and get the new class intervals. So with h equals 1, my new class intervals will be 118 minus half 1 by 2. H by 2 is 1 by 2 because h is 1. That means 118 minus half, that means 118 minus 0.5 is 117.5, and 126 plus half, so it is 126.5. Again 127 minus half, 126.5, 135 plus half, 135.5, 136 minus half, 135.5, 144 plus half, 144.5, 145 minus half, again 144.5, 153 plus half, it is 153.5. Next is 154 minus half, so it is 153.5. Next it is 162 plus half, so it is 162.5. 163 minus half, again 162.5 to 171.5, 171.5 to 180.5. This is how you make discontinuous class intervals as continuous. We have done that in the theory lectures. Frequency remains unaltered. It is 3, 5, 9, 12, 3, 5, 9, 12, 5, 4, 2. In order to get the median, always you need to have class intervals as continuous. Now that I have made the class intervals continuous, I am in a position to use my formula to compute the median, which requires the cumulative frequency table as well. So let's make it 3, 3 plus 5 is 8, 8 plus 9 is what? 17, 17 and 12 is what? 7 and 2 is 9, so this is 29. 29 plus 5 is what? 29 and 1 is 30 plus 4, 34. 34 and 4 is 38 and 2 is 40. If this is 40, that means all these things are adding up till 40, so your summation Fi is 40. That means your capital N is 40. The moment capital N is 40, what do you do? How do you compute the median? How do you compute the median? The moment you have your capital N with you, what you do? You find out capital N by 2 and search out for the cumulative frequency just greater than N by 2. If I talk about N by 2, it is 40 by 2, which is 20, and cumulative frequency just greater than 20 is 29, and the corresponding class is your median class. This is your median class. Is it clear? This is equal to cumulative frequency just greater than N by 2, which is 20. Now that I have everything with me, I will be using this formula. Isn't it? I will be very comfortably using this formula because my class intervals are continuous now. So, same formula I will be using. What is the lower limit of the median class? It is 144.5. N by 2 is 20. CF stands for cumulative frequency of the class preceding the median class. So, this is 17. Small f is the frequency of the median class, which is 12. H is the size of the median class, 144.5 to 153.5. Mind it, because now it has become exclusive, the upper limits are not involved. So 144.5, 145.5, 146.5, 147.5, 148.5, 149.5, 150.5, 151.5 and 152.5. That's it. You will not include 153.5. This is 9. So your class size is 9. Evaluate the answer, get the median. Okay? Let's move to the next question. During the medical checkup of 35 students of a class, their weights were recorded as follows. So less than 38 was the weight of 0 number of students, less than 40 was the weight of 3 students, less than 42 was the weight of 5 students, less than 44 was the weight of 9 students, less than 46 was the weight of 14 students, less than 48 was the weight of 28 students, less than 50 was the weight of 32 students, and less than 52 was the weight of 35 students. Draw a less than type OGIF for the given data, hence obtain the median weight from the graph and verify the result by using the formula. Now here your algorithm for computing the median from the OGIF is going to come into picture. Now less than 38, all these things are given to us. This is also given to us. So just directly by using this data, I will be drawing my less than OGIF. Already the points are given to me. In this case, I have to just plot the points. Okay, just plot the points. Is it clear? If class intervals would have been given to me and frequencies would have been given to me, I would have just picked up the upper limits and I would have got less than the upper limits, that column, and then I would have developed the very corresponding cumulative frequency column, and that would have given me the OGIF. But here already the less than column is prepared, the cumulative frequency column is prepared. So I have my points with me: 38, 0, 40, 3, 42, 5, 44, 9, 46, 14, 48, 28, 50, 32, 52, 35. These points are already there with me. So I will just be plotting them. So this is 38, then 40, then 42, then 44, then 46, then 48, then 50 and 52. Here also let me mark 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24. Let me rub this and extend this. 22, 24, 28, 30, 32, 34. Clear? Once I have this with me, let's just mark the points: 38, 0, 40, 3. So you have 40, 3. Then you have 42, 5. Okay. Then you have 44, 9. Then you have 46, 14. Then you have 48, 28. So you have here 48, 28. Then you have 50, 32. What is it? 50, 32 is here. So you have 50, 32 and 52, 35. So corresponding to this you have 35. Is it clear? Just join them, freehand smooth curve, because you want to draw an OGIF. Right? These are your points. Is it clear? This is your less than OGIF. Okay, what is this? Less than OGIF. Is it clear? Now that you have this, if you want, you can also mark the points. This is 38, 0. This is 40, 3. Then this is 42, 5. Then you have 44, 9. 46, 14. 48, 28, 50, 32, and 52, 35. Now that you have this less than or give with you, find out the median with the help of less than or give and then verify by your actual formula. So what was the algorithm? Compute capital N. Capital N is the sum of all frequencies. Capital N is sum of all frequencies. This is the column of cumulative frequency. In the column of cumulative frequency, the last digit that you get is actually equal to the sum of all frequencies. So this is your actual capital N. If your capital N is 35, then capital N by 2 is 35 by 2, which is 17.5. Mark this point on the y-axis. Mark this point on the y-axis. Clear? Now draw a line parallel to the x-axis passing through this point. So draw a line parallel to the x-axis passing through this point, cutting the or-give at P. Cutting the or-give at P, and when you drop a perpendicular down, drop PM perpendicular to the x-axis. What you get over here is 46.5, which you declare as the median. Because point M is actually 46.5, 0. What is M? 46.5, 0, and 46.5 is the x coordinate of this M, and so this is the median. This point was 17.5. 17.5. Clear? This is what the algorithm said. So from the or-give I am getting median as 46.5. Now let's evaluate median by our actual method. In order to get median from the actual method, we need median class, which is my class interval. Right now I don't have class intervals with me. From the less than table and the cumulative frequency column, how can you get your actual class interval column and frequency column? Let's see. Now less than 38, let the first entry remain as it is. Less than 38, okay. After that you have less than 40, so your interval will be 38 to 40. Then it is less than 42, so your interval will be 40 to 42. Less than 44, your interval will be 42 to 44. Less than 46, your interval will be 44 to 46. Right? Then you have less than 48, so 46 to 48. Less than 50, 48 to 50. Less than 52, 52, 52. Now less than 38 is the weight of 0 number of students. So okay, 0 number of students, this is 0. Between 38 to 40, that means greater than equal to 38, strictly less than 40. 3 students. Why? Because 0 number of students have weight less than 38, 3 students have weight less than 40. That means definitely that these 3 students have weight greater than 38 and less than 40. So 3 is going to be the number between 38 and 40. From 40 to 42, 3 students have weight less than 40. Right? I want weight greater than 40, less than 42. So what is it? 5 students have weight less than 42, out of which 3 students have weight less than 40. That means 2 students are there which have weight greater than 40 and less than 42. So here I will have 2. Then between 42 and 44, right, that means greater than 42, less than 44. 9 students have weight less than 44, out of which 5 students have weight less than 42. 9 students have weight less than 44 and 5 students have weight less than 42. That means 9 minus 5, 4 students have weight greater than 42, less than 44. So 9 minus 5 gives you 4, which is going to come over here. Now that you have between 42 to 44, this is 4. Now you want 44 to 46. 44 to 46 means greater than 44 and less than 46. Greater than 44 and less than 46. Less than 46 is the weight of 14 students, right? Out of these 14 students, 9 students have weight less than 44. Okay? That means what is 14 minus 9? 5. 5 students have weight greater than 44, less than 46. Let's write 5 over there. 5 students have weight greater than 44, less than 46. As you have this 5 written over here, next you want from 46 to 48. 46 to 48, that means greater than 46, less than 48. Less than 48 is the weight of 28 students, out of which 14 students have weight less than 46. I want students whose weight is greater than 46, less than 48. So 28 minus 14, that gives you 14 is going to come here. From 48 to 50, less than 50 is the weight of 32 students, out of which 28 students' weight is less than 48. So greater than 48, less than 50 is 32 minus 28, 4. 50 to 52, less than 52, 35 students, less than 50, 32 students. So greater than 50, less than 52 is 35 minus 32, which is 3. Is it understood? You have your frequencies with you, you have the class intervals with you. Now if you calculate the cumulative frequency, as you do when you evaluate the median, you get here 0, 0 plus 3 is 3, 3 plus 2 is 5, 5 plus 4 is 9, 9 plus 5 is 14, 14, 14 is 28, 28 plus 4 is 32, 32 and 3 is 35. This sum is 35. And you can see that this column of cumulative frequencies is completely matching with this complete column which is given to you. Fine. Now that your capital N is 35, N by 2 is again 17.5 and the cumulative frequency just greater than 17.5 is 28. This is cumulative frequency just greater than 17.5. And so the corresponding class is your median class. This is your median class. Once you have got all of this, you can very easily get the median. It is L plus N by 2 minus CF whole upon F into H. L is the lower limit of the median class, which is 46. N by 2 is 17.5 minus cumulative frequency of the class preceding the median class, which is 14, upon frequency of the median class, which is again 14, into H. H is 2. Right? This, when you evaluate, it will come out to be 46.5 again. You can check it out. Right? And so the median which we evaluated with the help of less than or give and the median which we evaluated from our usual method, that is the formula, is the same. And that is what verifies that the value of the median is 46.5. Is it clear? That completes my discussion over the questions. Please revise the questions very nicely. That's it from my side. Thank you.